Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid. As with all of my reviews, I'll be covering all of the ins and outs and taking this thing on a thorough drive. We've got a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. For the 2023 model year, the Sportage is all new. It's built on Kia's third generation N3 platform, which also forms the basis of the new Sorento and some of their other newer offerings. The Sportage is larger and more capable, with best-in-class rear seat legroom and rear cargo capacity that's the largest in the segment. The new platform also brings better driving dynamics through a greater use of hot-stamped parts and ultra-high-strength steel for increased average tensile strength and torsional stiffness. Additional sound-absorbing and insulating materials have reduced road, wind, and engine noise, helping boost interior comfort. From an engineering perspective, the N3 platform has great versatility to accommodate alternative drivelines. In fact, the Sportage is available with a conventional gasoline engine, or, for the first time, your choice of a hybrid or plug-in hybrid powertrain. The latter two both run on a combination of gasoline and electricity, but the plug-in hybrid can be charged up to offer up to 32 miles of all-electric range. Across the lineup, depending on the powertrain, drivetrain, and options equipped, curb weight for the Sportage ranges from nearly 3,300 pounds to nearly 4,200 pounds. Dimensionally, the new Sportage rides on a 3.4-inch longer wheelbase and is 7.1 inches longer overall. It's also taller and wider by half an inch. Kia's new Opposites United design language offers a unique combination of sharp and modern lines with a lot of cool details to make it stand out in a crowded segment. The distinct boomerang daytime running lights have a futuristic look to them. The rest of the styling is very technical, from the tiger nose grille to the angular fenders, crisp shoulder lines, and stout rear quarters. I also like how the rear quarters flow into the futuristic, knot-shaped taillights, which are themselves connected by a thin black graphic across the tailgate. LED headlamps and tail lamps are standard on every Sportage. LED fog lamps are included on higher trim levels. The Sportage Hybrid is offered in 3 trim levels: LX, EX, and SX Prestige. An all-wheel drive system with a locking center differential is standard on the EX and SX Prestige. The LX comes standard with front-wheel drive, however, the all-wheel drive system can be had for an additional $1,800. This example is an EX, which in my opinion represents the sweet spot of the lineup. It offers the best bang for your buck when you consider the lengthy list of standard features. The only additional options available include carpeted floor mats in the EX Premium package. The latter includes a panoramic sunroof with a power sunshade, LED interior lighting, a smart hands-free power liftgate, and dual illuminated vanity mirrors. The interior color theme on this example is pretty unique and is a no-cost option only on the EX, a two-tone combination of Triton blue and misty gray. It's a beautiful color scheme that gives off a more upscale vibe. It also pairs nicely with the Vesta blue exterior. Base pricing for the 2023 Sportage Hybrid ranges between $27,290 and $36,190. The EX starts at $30,990. The total MSRP for what you see here, including options and destination, is $33,860. The 2023 Sportage is offered with 3 powertrains, including a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, a turbocharged 1.6-liter 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain with a 44-kilowatt electric motor, and a turbocharged 1.6-liter plug-in hybrid powertrain with a 66.9-kilowatt electric motor. All engines are built using an aluminum block and head, along with double overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, and continuous variable valve timing. Fuel is delivered by a combination of direct and multi-port injection. The compression ratio for the 2.5 liter is 13:1 and is 10.5:1 for the 1.6 liter. The total output for the hybrid powertrain is 227 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, while the plug-in hybrid produces 261 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, thanks to its larger electric motor. In my experience, the hybrid accelerates to 60 miles an hour in about 7 seconds, which isn't super quick, but the instant availability of electric torque definitely makes up for it around town. While it's not always about the numbers with something like this, the one that really matters here is fuel economy. That being said, the Sportage Hybrid is able to travel over 500 miles on a single tank of fuel. What I found most impressive though was the smoothness of the hybrid powertrain. Whether driving down the highway or in town, the automatic transitioning between electric and gasoline power is so smooth that you don't even notice it unless you're looking at the instrument cluster. The only transmission available on the hybrid and plug-in hybrid is a 6-speed automatic transmission. While not a dual-clutch transmission, it is as smooth and seamless as the hybrid system. Helping tailor the driving experience is a suite of drive modes, including Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Smart. Smart is an auto mode that adapts automatically to your driving style. If equipped with all-wheel drive, a snow mode is also included. The modes adjust engine, transmission, steering, and drivetrain parameters. With the digital instrument cluster, the layout and colors change with each mode. I love tech like this. It adds a bit of fun to the drive and the graphics are fantastic. As far as fuel economy, EPA estimates for a front-wheel drive hybrid range between 42 miles per gallon in the city and 44 miles per gallon on the highway. All-wheel drive models are estimated at 38 miles per gallon in both the city and on the highway. Depending on your driving style, that is a realistic number to see. The engine uses regular 87 octane. The total tank capacity is 13.7 gallons. The Sportage Hybrid is available with 3 wheel styles across the different trim levels, all of which are alloy wheels. The LX comes with 17 by 7 inch wheels wrapped in 235/65 tires. The EX and SX Prestige feature 18 by 7.5 inch wheels and 235/60 tires. The EX's wheels have a bright machined face with dark painted pockets and a pretty technical design that complements the edgy bodywork. The tires are all seasons. Underpinning the Sportage is a fully independent suspension featuring McPherson struts in front, a multi-link design in the rear, and gas-filled shocks. The handling is surprisingly sporty with responsive steering and excellent stability over rougher roads. It's really quite comfortable, but it's also more fun than you'd think. With all-wheel drive, ground clearance is raised up to 8.3 inches versus 7.1 inches with front-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive system is front-wheel drive based, with the drive shaft sent out to the rear wheels to spread out the distribution of torque. By selecting the center differential lock, you're splitting the torque 50-50 between the front and rear axles. Otherwise, the all-wheel drive system apportions torque based as needed. For example, slowing down in a turn lowers the motor torque and shifts the load to the front axle for more grip. The opposite happens when exiting said turn. Power steering comes courtesy of a column-mounted motor-driven system that doesn't offer a ton of feel, but it is responsive. If you prefer a more weighted feel, you can firm it up some in sport mode. The steering is smooth with variable assistance based on your speed of travel. This gives you a higher degree of steering precision at higher speeds while making it easier to maneuver at lower speeds. The overall steering ratio is 13.6:1, and it takes about 2.4 turns between lock and lock. The turning diameter is 38.6 feet. Leather wrapping on the steering wheel and shift knob is standard on the EX and SX Prestige. The upper spokes house multifunction controls for audio, telephone, cruise control, and a detailed driver's information system. The latter shows up in the middle of the digital instrument cluster. Simply use the buttons on the right of the steering wheel to cycle through the various menus and options. As far as stopping power, four-wheel internally ventilated disc brakes are standard. The front discs span 12.6 inches, while the rear discs span 11.9 inches. All trim levels have an electronically operated parking brake with a built-in auto hold feature. There isn't much towing capability, but if you find yourself needing to, it's wise to note that the Sportage Hybrid can tow up to 2,000 pounds when equipped with a trailer brake. Otherwise, max towing is 1,653 pounds. The Sportage's all-new interior is a refreshing departure from the previous generation, with a thoroughly updated layout, better materials, and all of the latest technology. Kia has done a great job of creating an upscale environment with design elements that are usually reserved for cars costing significantly more money. The value proposition remains very strong with a great list of standard features and lots of available options, not to mention unique color options with different trim levels. I love the semi-floating infotainment system in bright accents. The EX has some notable upgrades over the LX, including more soft-touch upholstery, upgraded trim, leather wrapping, synthetic leather upholstery, and fancier technology. The SX Prestige takes things even further with fancier-looking upholstery and additional features, such as a heated windshield and heated nozzle windshield wipers. The LX is only offered with black cloth upholstery with adjustments done manually. The EX and SX Prestige differ in the level of front seat adjustments. The LX is only offered with black cloth upholstery with all adjustments being done manually. The EX and SX Prestige differ in the level of front seat adjustments. They both have a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat with 2-way lumbar support. The EX has a 4-way manually adjustable passenger seat, like the LX, while the SX Prestige has an 8-way power passenger seat, along with 2-person memory for the driver's seat. The seats are quite comfortable. Heated front seats are available on the LX and standard on the EX. Ventilated front seats are included on the SX Prestige. A heated steering wheel is included on both the EX and the SX Prestige. As far as technology, the LX comes with an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. The rest of the lineup includes a 12.3-inch touchscreen as standard equipment, the same size as the screen used for the instrument cluster. The infotainment system is super responsive and features high-resolution graphics with capacitive touch response, just like a smartphone. There's a server-based navigation system with real-time traffic data, a multi-connection Bluetooth interface that allows 2 phones to connect simultaneously, and UVO telematics with connected user profiles, which allows different drivers to set seat positions, outside mirror placement, and favorite radio stations. There's even an optional natural language voice recognition system as well that can recognize a number of commands, such as turn on the AC and heat the steering wheel. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, however it still requires a USB cord connection. A wireless smartphone charger is also available. The basic audio system includes 6 speakers, while the range-topping Harman Kardon premium audio system adds a couple of extra speakers and a subwoofer. It offers a surround sound experience with dynamic speed compensation that analyzes the sound source and automatically adjusts it accordingly to driving speed. That system's equipped on the SX Prestige. For those times you're just sitting idle and feel like relaxing for a bit, there's also a Sounds of Nature ambient system that offers 6 calming themes so you can create a peaceful retreat inside the Sportage. Within the infotainment system, you can operate the entire climate control system, which is nice. However, one of my favorite features is the new climate control panel beneath the infotainment system. It's digital. The Sportage offers dual-zone climate controls, but on the EX and SX Prestige, you have a new touchpad system that combines the climate and audio controls. By tapping one of the icons, you can seamlessly switch between the controls. I've never seen anything like it before, and it's really cool to see something like this being offered at this price point. The touch panel is super responsive and easy to use. When it comes to safety features, the Sportage has around 20 advanced driver assistance systems that are either standard or available, 10 of which are new for 2023. It would take forever to cover each one of them in detail, so I'll just cover the basics. Standard features include driver attention warning, LED headlamps with high beam assist, lane following assist, lane keeping assist, forward collision avoidance with cyclist detection, a rear view camera, rear parking sensors, and a rear occupant alert system. Available features include a blind spot monitor with collision avoidance, rear cross traffic collision avoidance, forward collision avoidance, front parking sensors, highway driving assist, a navigation-based smart cruise control system, smart cruise control with stop and go, and so much more. The list just goes on and on. A 360-degree surround view camera is included on the SX Prestige. When it comes to interior protection, you have dual front airbags, dual front side airbags, dual rear airbags, and full-length side curtain airbags. Unlike the Sorento we checked out a little while back, the Sportage is only offered with 2 rows of seats, the rear being a bench seat for a total seating capacity of 5. It's a really nice space that offers many of the same niceties you'd find in the front, including plentiful soft-touch materials, cup holders, and storage pockets. With 41.3 inches of legroom, the new Sportage also has the roomiest back seat in its segment. There's plenty of room to stretch out, so taller people won't have an issue sitting back here. I'm 5'10" and I had plenty of head and legroom left over. The seats are also quite supportive. You can recline the backrest for even greater comfort, and there's adjustable headrests. The synthetic leather feels just as nice as the front. If no one is sitting in the middle, you can take advantage of the fold-down armrest. In the back of the center console, you'll find adjustable air vents and a small cubby. Behind the rear seat, there's multiple latch child seat anchors. The panoramic glass roof is huge and allows a lot of natural light to come in. It's included with the optional EX Premium package and is standard on the SX Prestige. USB charge ports are embedded on the inner sides of the front seats, which can be used to charge mobile devices. That's a nice touch. In addition to various storage options, the front seat backs also have a couple of hooks for hanging stuff, like a refuse bag or even organizing charge cables. A smart power tailgate is standard on the SX Prestige and optional on the EX, part of the EX Premium package. It makes opening and closing easier when your arms are full. You simply stand behind the Sportage and wait for it to recognize the key fob. After a few seconds, it'll open the tailgate automatically. It's manually operated on the LX. Inside the cargo area, you'll find lots of open and usable space. Underneath the trunk floor, you'll find a temporary spare tire and all of the necessary changing equipment. There's even a couple of small pockets to either side to stow smaller items. With the rear seats in place, there's 39.6 cubic feet worth of cargo space. A nice convenience feature are the handles on each side that allow easy rear seat folding. With all seats folded, the Sportage has a total of 74.1 cubic feet worth of cargo space, which is just shy of the Sorento. On either side of the cargo floor, there's hooks if you wanted to tie stuff down, in addition to illumination and a 12-volt power outlet. Throughout the rest of the interior, you'll also find lots of storage compartments, including a generous glove box that features a soft opening lid, a large center console with a removable tray, plenty of cup holders for everyone, large lower door pockets, second row seat back storage, and a small cubby behind the center console. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid. Be sure to stay tuned next time and leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so because there's a whole lot more content where that came from. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.